Classmate is mad I'm forcing her to eat ethnic food. Go eat a loaf of bread. This happened about a year ago when I was in high school. My calculus class was a pretty chill environment, with around 20 friendly classmates, a laid-back teacher, and just enough work to keep us engaged. We often found time to have fun while learning. At some point during the year, I discovered a passion for cooking. It became my go-to stress reliever. Since my family couldn't keep up with the amount of food I was making, I started bringing it to school and hosting Friday parties in my calculus class, with my teacher's approval, of course. Being Vietnamese and living in a predominantly white town meant that most of my classmates were used to American or European foods. So, when Lunar New Year rolled around, I wanted to share some Vietnamese dishes to celebrate. I made bang da lun, a traditional steamed layer cake. To my delight, some friends from class decided to join in and brought their own traditional dishes from their cultures. We ended up with a wonderful spread of Indian, Korean, Filipino, and Spanish desserts. I was thrilled that my friends wanted to celebrate with me. However, one girl in class had a problem with it. I knew bang da lun was an acquired taste, so I wasn't offended when not many people tried it. There was plenty of other food to go around. But during lunch, a friend overheard this girl complaining about the food, saying I was forcing everyone to eat weird Chinese foods. Later, I texted her to ask why she felt that way. I didn't mind if she didn't like the food, but her comment about weird Chinese foods didn't sit right with me, especially since she knew I was Vietnamese. She replied that it was rude of me to bring in ethnic foods that nobody would like except for me, and that I should know better since most of the class was white. I told her that I bring food to share because I want to, and I'm not obligated to cater to her tastes. If she had a problem with it, she didn't have to eat it. Plus, others could bring in food too. I suggested that if she wanted something more to her liking, she could bring in her own dish. Then she told me I shouldn't bring in ethnic foods and should stick to American cuisine because we're in America. Excuse me? I couldn't help but think that if I brought in jambalaya, which originated in Louisiana, she would probably still call it weird foreign food. So I decided to take a stand. The following week, I brought in oliebollen, a Dutch donut, and started passing them out in class. When I reached her desk, I pulled out a loaf of Wonder Bread and placed it in front of her, saying, "Sorry, but these are Dutch too ethnic. Here you go, all American cuisine." Later she texted me asking what my problem was. I explained that nearly every dish I had brought in was ethnic, and it frustrated me that she only complained when it was Asian food. She was entitled to dislike it, but if she was going to have a problem with ethnic foods, she needed to apply that same standard across the board. After that, she didn't say anything about the food again. And just to clarify, white bread isn't the only American cuisine out there. I've enjoyed making tater tots, jambalaya, fried chicken, various pies, s'mores, and Philly cheesesteaks. America is a diverse place, and that diversity is reflected in its food.